I think it's really important that we respect history, particularly this individual.
Not only did he have great success, but he did so much for the game.
A larger-than-life character, but it was fascinating that you could clearly see where he was going.
His father was a musketry and gymnastics instructor in the King's Liverpool Regiment. Buckley himself joined his father's regiment at the age of 18. Then he was spotted by an Aston Villa scout 3 years later, and he bought himself out of the army for the sum of £18.
It was probably when 1911 when he went to Derby, where he won the Division 2 Championship medal and an England cap. That was probably his finest moments. He was one of the first football players to join the army during the First World War. He joined the 17 Middlesex Regiment. Indeed, he became a second in command of the Footballers Battalion. And in July 1916 in Devil's Wood, he was seriously injured in the lungs and the shoulder, and that ended his time in the army.
And there's a story that commanding officer Colonel Fenwick, when they were on the Western Front and walking through the trenches, he would say, "The men's eyes were for Buckley, not for me." They would whisper, "There's Buckley, the footballer."
He first into management was 1919-20 season with Norwich, and from there went to Blackpool in 1923, had some successful times there.
He introduced the idea of the tangerine shirts there, and he got some fame. He was a bit of a showman. He managed to bring some of those attributes to his time at Wolves.
A reporter asked him why he was giving players at Wolves injections before the season. He told the reporter that it was monkey gland juice. This was a big sensation at the time, and other clubs tried to buy monkey gland juice, and actually he was forced to make it known that really it was inoculation for the common cold.
The most incredible thing was that he predicted what would happen in the future. For example, he said there would be all-seater stadia. He said they'd have restaurants in stadiums, something that people couldn't even imagine back then. And he definitely believed in developing his young players and predicted that we'd have academies, and in effect started the academies.
He developed players like Stan Cullis, Billy Wright, Bryn Jones, and probably most famous for bringing through and discovering John Charles.
A man should be recognised for the work he did. That was true when he came to his players. I think it's true when he came to himself.
And Buckley was a man who was a leader.
He was a man that stood out. He was a man that really displayed the rights of how to live your life and how to work in life.